My mum and dad have gone, but it's okay because our Florida mum and dad's here.
Oh,
I didn't catch it on the vlog, but Maxine just flinched when she had her first bite. Is that a good thing?
That is really good.
We just got down to the van to do some work, and we have a leak.
This is just stupid. Oh my god, the wood's getting wet. Drenched. Right, we're on with the day already. So we are taking all the extra insulation back. We well over-calculated on this because it's so thick. We're having to be ripping it in two anyway. So we've got, I think, 7 rolls in there out of 10.
Something like that.
We did the entire van in 3, but we also used the king span for the floor and the ceiling, so that saved quite a lot of rolls.
It's really good stuff, that stuff though.
It is.
Stuff from B&Q.
It's not as good thermally as the king span boards. It's got like a rating of 0.04. Whereas Kingspan is 0.02, and the lower the rating, the better the rate of, or the lack of heat conducts through it, if that makes sense. So the walls at the minute are bulging because of this stuff, but you can't do much more than putting like polystyrene boards inside the wall and then sealing it. But this stuff's really cheap. But anyway, we got 7 rolls too much, so we're taking it back.
As you can see, all that Nick is talking about is obsessed with van life.
Not obsessed.
So I'll
have a project.
Welcome to a new vlog, viewers. Thanks for joining us today.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
is that your contribution?
I'm driving. You get on with what's happening today.
Are we calling somewhere for breakfast?
No, we just had breakfast.
We've had a slice of toast. In fact, we've had 1 crumpet.
We have some guests. So
no, not yet. We don't.
We have to go shopping. We have to go back and clean the lodge.
Need to get some black currant so Maxine can have a lager and black. And what does Bazza drink?
Theme park Bazza's arriving today.
Oh, he drinks vodka, doesn't he, Bazza?
It's vodka or gin, I've asked him, so...
We've got vodka.
Have we?
We've got some raspberry vodka.
Oh, what would you put with that? Diet Coke?
Or lemonade?
I'll get some Diet Coke. Diet Coke and...
Diet Coke and raspberry vodka?
Yeah. What? I don't know.
No wonder you don't cook.
We'll get some...
Need some lemonade.
Zero fantasy... What's you call it?
What, you want orange as well now?
No. What's the lemonade called?
Diet
Sprite.
lemonade?
Sprite, that's it.
Yeah. Lee's getting ideas. Strawberry Fields car boot. It actually used to be in the field over here, but they sold the field building a housing estate. So this is here every Thursday morning, I think it is.
I like a nice car boot every now and again.
No, I can't be bothered with having to dish through all like
people's old stuff.
Junk. I mean, a lot of it is junk. I mean, we've been to car boots before where they've actually had like rusty bolts for sale, haven't they?
You can get some bargains.
Not my cup of tea. Me and Lee used to go to a car boot in Leeds every year.
I used to love it.
Every week, actually, not every year. And we used to buy little cigarette lighters that had like a jet on it. And we were selling them at work, weren't we?
Always entrepreneur.
Buy them for £2 and sell them for 4, because people loved how they like shot out like a jet of hot. Well, looked like hot plasma, wasn't it? But it was just propelled gas.
I used to get all my Terry Pratchett Discworld books from there as well.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of Minerva shareware on CD-ROM.
Bloody hell.
For the, was it BBC or PC that?
PC.
I can't remember. Minerva.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Not that long ago though.
Back in the day of DVDs. In fact, I think it was CDs back then.
Back then, yeah.
I think we should have the violins music playing, don't you? Like Last of the Sun Wine or something like that.
Quick stop at Aldi. We've got a few bits and bats. One of those occasions where you're going for one thing, come out with about 20 or 30 things that we
came out with a
didn't
weekly
actually.
shop.
Yeah, well, at least we've got a weekly shop. But if you can get a week's meals out of that, I'll eat my hat.
Well, you're bloody well better for that price.
Nick, we're throwing things in like electric coffee grinders.
That's an essential.
Which, to be fair, we have needed one of those for a long time because we've got a lot of beans, and you can see my arm was grinding at the apartment.
With that manual grinder.
Yeah.
We need to get the beans now from the apartment and bring them over because we've run out of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, we have.
That 5 kilo box that I brought back
from Florida. So we've got a few bits and bats, just some nibbles and things for tonight. Bazza's staying over.
Couldn't get any pork pies, sorry Bazza.
No, we wanted to get him some pork pies, but Aldi, was it Aldi that or Lidl?
Lidl.
It was out of it. So anyway, we've got some I noticed Nick got some blackcurrant for Maxine,
Lager
so we're
and
going to
black.
make her a lager and black tonight. We are hopefully going to take them to the fish and chip restaurant this afternoon. We know how they like their fish and chips.
It'll have to be early because they open at 4 and close at 7.
That's fine.
It's the blue rinse hours.
Right, well that's fine. We'll go for the blue rinse hours, and then we'll get back and we'll just have a little chill, have a little drink. My mum and dad's actually going home today, but they're going to stop around to see the Bazzers. And are you itching to do any van work yet?
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to clean the car when we get back because it's a disgrace.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm dependent on an Amazon delivery, and for some reason...
You could put some more of that silver foil where it's needed.
Well, that'll take 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's just something. For some reason, what?
For some reason, everything that I ordered yesterday, Wednesday...
Isn't due until
isn't
tomorrow.
coming until Friday.
They're obviously very busy. It's been Prime
Day. Well, that and all the staff are striking.
Mm. When people come to see us, they can always be guaranteed to be taken to a classy place. Isn't that right, Mum?
No, I'm trying to find a logo. I can't find one.
We're in Morrison's Cafe having a snack before the Bazzers get here.
Toasted currants.
Yeah, so Bazza and Maxine are on the way, but they are stuck in some traffic. There's been an accident, so we thought we'd just come up for a cuppa and some crumpets and fish fingers.
Despite you saying earlier on that you basically wrote down your breakfast and didn't want
hours
another
ago.
one. So you're having crumpets again, which is simply you had for breakfast.
Here's mine, Pac-Man. And my mum's got fish finger sandwich with sweet potato fries. That looks well nice. No sharing there, 2 big meals, but we're going to a fish and chip shop, so we had to eat light. How is it?
It's one of those that's got lots of spices in the toasted currant. Prefer the farm shop ones, but these are quite nice actually.
Right, we're back in the lodge. My mum and dad have gone, but it's okay because our Florida mum and dad's here.
Hello, buggers.
And Chloe. So, as we say, we always take our guests classy places. We went to Morrison's Cafe this morning, and we're taking these guys for fish and chips. So we're going to see if Maxine thinks they are the best fish and chips in the UK for 2023.
But before that, we're off to pub.
Yeah. Right, we've made it down to Whitehead's Fish and Chips National Fish and Chip Awards 2023 winner Maxine. So stakes are high here.
You know what it's like? This is like when the Michelin star people go to the restaurants and they don't tell the people that they're here.
Yeah.
Maxine's there for fish and chips.
Yeah. So we're all getting
Have you got your little paddles
tea,
that say,
coffee,
10, 9,
bread,
76?
and I've gone for the Atlantic cod condy with curry sauce.
I'm having the cod with chips. It's like a mini fish and chips. Was tempted to get the one with the pudding, but since we've got lots of snacks when we get back, I'm being good. And
Tried to get pork pies for you guys, and the Aldi had sold out.
Lidl.
Sorry, had sold out today.
I ordered the sushi. If they haven't got, I'll have the cod.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it on the vlog, but Maxine just flinched when she had her first bite. Is that a good thing?
That is really good. Really, really good.
Looking good on that score.
Yeah.
So Maxine's like that Michelin star person that goes into that restaurant secretly.
Secretly.
Yep. What's yours like, Bazza?
It's good. Very good. Lots of chips. Bigger than yours.
Yep, I had more chips, but Lee stole them. We'll be back shortly, won't we, when we've done his review.
Full review.
How much was it?
I have no idea. How much was it?
They're just discussing the reviews.
$11.90.
Yeah.
Something like that.
11. Was it? Oh yeah, for the small bites. Yeah, we had small bites.
Had it
But there was still very big, wasn't there, for small bites?
Oh, you can see.
Right, go on, Maxine, give us your review.
For the fish,
Yeah.
I'm going to say 9.5.
Ooh, very high praise.
Yeah. And that was really good.
Price are kind of paying, I guess you're paying for the award.
The award winning,
Yeah. The price is, I'm going to say a little high, but I'm guessing that's how much it is now over here for a good fish and chips.
And the chips?
Chips.
Would you give the price out of 10?
For what? The price? I'm going to say an 8. Because I think that's still what they are.
And then the chips then.
And the chips, they were an 8 as well.
Not bad.
Chips.
Bazza didn't like it, did you, Bazza?
No, mine. Yeah, no. Not at all.
He hated it. Hated every minute of it. Me
High
too.
praise.
But they did
Me
have,
too, actually.
did have mushy peas.
Oh yeah.
There's a
What?
point, and they did have vinegar. Which is
Bonus point.
bonus point.
I had vinegar as well.
Yeah,
And bread. And bread and
Incidentally,
tea.
that was up to there when we sat down, and I'm the only one that used
I
it.
think it's beaten me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the soggy batter.
Yeah, you beat me.
Grounded that was, I think.
It was delicious.
I didn't know that.
Back in the lodge after a very nice fish and chips. Just having a little chill and some drinks.
May even frequent a walk to the beach. However,
Yeah.
I've just made an amazing discovery. It's like one of those programs on the Discovery Channel where you actually discover something that you never really knew. I've actually programmed my elbow to unlock my phone. And they always thought, these lot were like laughing at me more in the pub. I've just programmed my elbow to unlock my phone.
Go on then.
So I'm going to demonstrate. Ready?
Instead of your fingerprint.
Instead of my fingerprint. There you go. Perfect.
What do you think?
Amazing.
Are you
Yeah.
impressed?
Yeah.
You were very impressed,
I've
aren't we?
only done it because I've been doing all the work on the van. My fingerprints are all like cut and scratched, so I can't get into my phone or my online banking. So I've programmed my elbow to do the same thing.
Very impressed.
You never get anything out like this on Baz's vlogs. Right, we decided to come for a little walk before it gets dark. I don't think I've ever seen the weather as calm in my entire life.
There's no wind whatsoever. It's just bliss.
It's warm, not a jar of wind. You could drop a feather here and it would just float down.
You should have brought a bottle of wine.
I think I've drunk it.
Here's the Bazzers.
They're just catching up. Baz are on his phone. Look at him. Just look at him on his phone. He's not even looking at the nature. Never mind. Wasted.
Welcome to the next day. Excuse the state of me. I was up at 6, editing. The Bazzers are still here.
Oh,
Nick's just making them a coffee. And then today you guys are going
yes.
on a fish and chip crawl or something.
Yes. We'll film it. We haven't filmed anything yet, but we're going on a heritage travel fish and chip tour. And it's the first day all the Bazzers have been together for 3 years since we've all been together.
Oh,
We're
that's
celebrating.
Chloe's still in bed though.
I hope the fish and chips are as good as they were last night.
We will let you know.
Yes.
I could eat them every day. Do you know what? Every time I have fish and chips, I lose weight. Despite everything I had last night when we got back,
You've lost
still
weight?
lost weight.
You've lost weight this morning?
Well, I put it on. So that's counted as a loss.
Yeah. Fish and chip diet, you have
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Right, it's time for the Bazzers to go. They asked if they could stay for a few weeks, but Nick said no. So we hope you enjoyed your fish and chips. And,
The toilet seats have survived.
yes, they have. No blocked toilets, no broken toilet
Oh, he
seats.
tried his best.
Tried the hardest. Yeah, it did work.
So I'm sure we'll see you again very soon.
Yes.
But for now, goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, the Bazzers have gone home and they've just made it home safely. Nick's just been to B&Q and we are going to get rid of some rubbish. We're going to decide which bits we don't need and take them to the tip because we just can't get in.
Can't get in.
And then when it's raining, like it's starting to rain now, when we need to work inside, we just need as much space as we can, really. Ideally, we would have an indoor unit somewhere, but we're still on the lookout for that. We've just got outdoor ones at the moment, so I'm going to empty this van and then get down to the tip. Right, next problem.
I'm going to send this sodding thing back.
The reversing camera has stopped working while we were down at the tip.
The second time I've sent the camera back for the same thing and it stopped working again, so it may be going back and staying back.
Right, you try and fix that. Have your cup of tea. I'm going to do some more editing.
It was set to NTSC and one
Yeah.
was set to PAL, and I think that's wrong,
Right.
but we'll find out in a minute.
It's a horrible day today. Nick's just been on the roof measuring the solar panels which arrived, just to see which way we're going to fit them and what have you. So I don't think there's much we can do today. Nick may do some more inside the van. He has done a few things which he's going to show you now.
Shower tray.
Yeah.
Hole drilled in the floor. Hold on. It's a bit difficult to get out because of the pipes, but
Freezing today.
wait a minute. It's literally like winter. There we go. So I've got a big hole saw that I ordered from Amazon. I drilled it, went through the metal. I need to prime the metal to protect it from rust underneath. Drilled a hole there and then grooved a little bit around the edges from under the floor using the oscillator. Fixed the drain. Clicked on the top. I got it from Amazon Warehouse, so I actually got it quite cheap. Is that on?
Used like new or something like that. So
it was basically just brand new.
Yeah.
But not, if you see what I mean.
We're not using like a used.
There's no pubes in it. So pop that in there. It's a bit of a swine because the pipes are kind of like into the wall frame. So the shower will flush up to the wall, and then we've got to build another wall on here for the shower taps to go on, because we need an inlet. But this is actually protected with a plastic sheet.
Oh yeah, good.
So we take that off at the very end when we place the shower train, and then I've got to decide where I'm going to build the batten wall on this side.
Yeah.
Because the worktops are going to come out a little bit further than that. I might even put the brackets on the solar panels or get the cables done, because I can do that indoors.
Back in the lodge, this is what I love about our new, bigger air fryer. Well, it's not new anymore, but I've had it quite a while. You can do a full meal in it. It's just so easy. So we've got some fish in there, corn on the cobs on the top, and some vegetables on the bottom. And it all took about 12 to 15 minutes, if that, and it's all ready. Ooh, lights gone off. Welcome to the next day. We just got down to the van to do some work, and we have a leak. This is just complete surprise. One that we'd never expected to have.
Where's it coming from? It's visible here.
So
it's either from this window.
That's the wet patch that we've come to. And you say you can feel all wet underneath?
It's wet to about here and here, and the insulation's wet. So I need to now take the entire panel off.
What about, there's been none down there, has there?
Well,
yesterday was like winter here.
I saw a drip there, a single drip, and I thought, oh, it must have been because rain were coming in. There were loads of wet things, and the toolbox were dripping.
Is there anything wet up here?
Well, I don't see how it can go that way. It would have to run across all the top and then down the back of these boards.
So it's something to do with the window then, must be. What's the, what's wet?
It's wet.
Where?
Here's wet. This beam is wet, but yet it's dry at this point.
So it could have been trickling down here.
I have no idea. Well, this wood's wet under the window. Yeah, this wood's wet here, so the window's leaking.
Right, we've got the window off and all the silicone sealant. It's taken us about an hour or two to get it all off, and now it's started raining.
Massive clap of thunder and a blast of lightning.
Yeah, thundering,
raining in.
Lightning.
So we need to now seal this temporarily until the rain stops.
More thunder, and now the rain's starting.
Right, I'm done. The van. We've got the window in temporarily. It's literally teeming. This is just stupid. Oh my god, the wood's getting wet. Drenched. The wood's getting wet. I know. Told you. You're wet. Just as we've got everything back in the van, it stopped raining. You're drying out now.
State of me. We've had enough for today. We're having a cup of tea that we brought. It's raining again.
For the 8th time.
Look at state of me.
I know. Look at me, I'm like piss wet through. I've given up now for today.
We've given up. It just keeps.
Pack the van. We're gonna get back in Robin in a minute and go back.
It keeps raining. It keeps thundering. It keeps lightning.
This is why people don't go on holiday in the UK, because the British weather is a pile of piss.
There's a heat wave all across Europe, apparently, hottest temperatures ever, and we've got winter.
There has been here for 3 weeks. The minute we got this storage yard, it started slashing it down every day.
So,
and we're going to France next week.
Yeah, let me just do me out.
So that's going to be 10 days of no work. It's gale force winds. We think we've fixed the window. We need it to rain now to test it. Now in lot rain, you watch.
Well, there you go, it's raining. Well, it's kind of stopped now,
but it needs to absolutely slash it down like it did last night to test that window.
Another frustrating day, but as I said to Nick, at least it's almost like it was meant to happen, that winter storm yesterday. We wouldn't have known about that had that not happened yesterday. And it's a good job we knew about it now, rather than getting all the walls on and finishing everything.
Can you imagine? We'd have had to literally take everything out. Kitchen, bathroom,
Yeah.
tiles, everything.
So
I'd have just silicone sealed it from outside.
it's frustrating, but it's a good thing that it's happened, really, even though it's a pain
I'm
in the
not thinking
ass.
it's good.
Well, I know, but it is.
We were supposed to be building a shower cubicle today. I went to Wickes, I got the wood.
That were the plans for today, shower cubicle, but obviously now we need to see if that leak has been fixed, and we can't. The silicone sealant is going to be 24 hours to. What silicone
Cure.
sealant was it you got?
Well, builder's merchant sealant, which is flexible and weatherproof. However, when we finish doing it, I'm going to also put some Sikaflex on the inside. But when we put that window in, we forgot to rust-proof the
Primer.
raw edges, so we've done that while we got it out. And my 2mm deviation is still there.
So there again, it's good that now it's primed. So again, another good reason that we've had to do that today. It's raining again. On and off, on and off, on and off.
Lots has happened since we last updated the vlog.
I'm just uploading something on my phone. I'm not being rude. I've just got my phone in my hand.
He is.
Nick's always got his phone in his hands, always being rude.
It's not on though.
You're doing that? Let me speak.
Go on then.
So since we last updated the vlog, we decided that we need somewhere with a roof over his heads to be able to do work on the.
First off, back up a little bit. It's been sunny. It's been wintry.
Yeah, we got back.
Sunny, it's been wintry. It's been sunny. Blah blah blah.
We got back. The sun came out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. So I was even tempted to just go back and get the stuff and start doing it again. But I said, sod it, because I know what the weather's like. I was right. It's currently slashing it down. We've just driven back from Bridlington. I'll tell you why in a second. From a torrential rainstorm, worse than Florida. We are fish and chips in Brid, by the way.
Yeah, we did. And curry sauce.
So we decided we would look up on online listings and things like that at places that we can get like a unit where we can back the van in, where it's got a roof over our heads.
Because
So
at this rate, obviously, as the summer's getting into autumn and stuff,
summer? What summer?
we'll just not be able to
Do anything.
crack on with it because of the weather.
But at least we've had a good rain test on the window.
So we're messaging all our friends in the local area. Do you know of anywhere? Do you know of anywhere? Do you know of anywhere?
And one of our friends has just moved into a house, and she said we can use her garage. So we
They said they never ever use their garage. It's just sat empty.
we were 3 miles away. She says, "Come and have a look.
And we were like,
It's
"Oh,
perfect."
If you don't mind, obviously we'll give you some money for using it.
Yep.
And we're going to take them out for a meal and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
And then the next time that they're going to be in Disney, we are looking at whether we are going to be there at the same
Possibly.
time. And if we are, we're going to go out for a meal with them, aren't we?
yes, take them out for a Disney meal.
Yeah.
So
So we've got a roof over
we're
our
going to
heads.
trial that next week.
Yeah.
Just to see if we're all happy and we don't get in their way.
Yeah.
And
So we're going to do the work when they're not in. So we use their drive when they're not in, and then when they come home from work, we basically take Taylor back down to the storage yard. So hopefully we'll get some work done next week.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Monday to Thursday because we're going home on Friday. We need to get his haircuts.
It's a good business opportunity that if you've got a garage that's not been used, rent a garage.
Rent a garage. You
Rent
can
a
actually,
garage,
a lot of people on your parking space actually rent their garage with their
We
thing.
did look at that, but there wasn't anywhere around.
The app's screwed at the minute. It shows no spaces countrywide.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's the second time I've tried that app and it's done that.
So
So we did look, but and we can get drive spaces, but we need somewhere where there's shelter because we've already got somewhere we can do the work. So we were saying earlier when we were driving back from Bridlington, we were saying it's like how did we have the conversation about everything that happened with my mum?
a song came on the radio which we used in our New York travel day.
Oh, it was the travel day.
So we
music,
listened to
wasn't it?
Spotify in the car, and every now and again it comes on with some of the songs that we use. And it was the travel day to New York.
And it made us realise that all his memories seemed out of sequence. It's
Because
like everything that happened with my mum
Nick said when he thought back to our New York travel day, it was as if it was a time when his
before my mum had died.
yeah, and it were like no,
And it wasn't,
that
it was after.
And I said,
But the age of that memory seems as old, seems older than the memory of when we were at the hospice with my mum.
and I said,
It's all out
Yeah.
of sequence, and it feels like someone has
is what I
sliced
said.
that memory
yeah,
out of for everything that happened with my mum, picked it up, put it to
Placed
one
it
side,
in, yeah.
stitched the two trips that we've just been on together, and then just plopped the hospice stuff somewhere else and all the whole thing with my mum. And it's like we have to process what it's a really strange feeling. It's like, we can't.
it didn't happen, and
It's like it didn't happen, and we've got the memories for
Yeah.
it, but we can't place
It's weird. I'm
place
sure a
the
lot of
age on
people
those memories.
have this same thing when a parent or a loved one goes through an ill period. Oops, the battery went.
Can I be on this film?
So, as I was saying, I'm sure a lot of people who've been through like illnesses with family members have the same thing, especially when it's one that gets somebody very quickly like that. It was like, this happened, that happened,
Done.
gone. And it's like, did that really happen? Mm-hmm. And it's like we haven't spoke about Nick's mum what happened for a while on the vlogs, because we were in Florida and stuff like that, and we were trying to concentrate on travel vlogs. But Nick talks about his mum every day. He thinks about her every day.
I had a dream the other night. What were I dreaming about the other night?
I don't know. I've had many dreams about it as well.
Oh, it wasn't a dream. I was going to sleep, and I started thinking about when I was like spending the evenings at the hospice, because I always stayed until she went to sleep, and it was like literally playing back minute to minute the smells, the heat, the temperature, every bit of the memory on that last night when she died. It was like literally playing it back. It was like watching a DVD and watching it back. It was just unbelievable clarity. I always seem to have like moments of real clarity with my memory when I'm quite tired. I've said that to you before, haven't I? And it was like I just couldn't sleep. And in the end, I got up and had a melatonin, and then I went fast off. Ignore my phone pinging.
So yeah,
It's just
odd. It's still weird. It's still very weird.
it's the memory thing. It's everything that's out of sequence that I just can't process. I always say to Leigh, was that before my mum died or was that after my mum died? Because like I said, it feels like literally somebody's pulled the memory out, moved it to one side, stitched the two together, and then plopped it in, and it just feels like that. The road trip was before everything that happened with my mum.
It still feels like hasn't happened, and that Nick's mum might be coming to lodge tomorrow or something, or Nick can just pick his phone up and phone her.
Yeah, there was. I keep going through periods as well where, like when we got the van, the first instinct, I'm going to ring my mum and tell her, and then I thought, wait a minute, I can't, and then I have a moment, like a few seconds, where I was like, wait a minute. I can never tell her. I can never talk to her again. And then it's like it shocks me again that she's gone. Do you know what I mean?
It's always. I mean, I imagine it's bad for any person and to lose a family and stuff. But especially when it happens to somebody who's so alive and vital. And Nick's mum were 70, but she acted so much younger. She used to party us under the table.
You're not kidding.
She used to stay up later than us. She always used to have fun and be out with her friends. And when it happens to somebody who's so alive, it's just
it puts things into perspective.
Yes,
like it's made us want to do more things now. I mean, we were in that mindset ever since we moved to the lodge. We were in that mindset ever since we got the lodge. And Leigh had his spleen injury. It's always made us want to do things and live as much as you can while you're alive. You only get one chance.
Makes you think about all sorts of stuff. Obviously, you always think we'll do that next year.
Yeah,
we'll do that next year, and you think, well, maybe you ain't got that many years left.
I'm sure my mum would have said that about some things. I'll do it next year. I'll do it next year, and
you always kind of think as well that your parents are going to be around forever, and you always kind of think, well, hang on a minute, we had so many memories to have with Gail, and it was quite a few years since we went on holiday with her, and he always kind of thought in the back of his mind, we'll do that again sometime.
We went last October with her.
Well, yeah. You
mean like when we went to Egypt with her?
We've been to Egypt with her. We went to Newquay with her, which is on the vlogs. We always kind of guess, we'll do something again one time, but then fortunately we never got around to it, and it just
reiterates the message that every day is best, and don't put things off. Do it while you can, because you never know what's
call
next.
Call your family and tell me you love them as well.
Yep.
Like Nick tells me he loves me every night.
I show you. Wait a minute. When I said to you,
this is years ago. What were you going to say?
It was last night.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Every night I will say to Leigh, it's like, I'm just doing something. I'm watching Madonna. I'm watching Kylie. I'm doing something on laptop. I'm doing a thumbnail, whatever. That's all these favourite things. And I'll just say, come to bed before you're tired so we can just have a chill. We can watch TV. We can cuddle. You can do me hair. And he never does. He comes to bed. He plonks.
You can do me hair. Well,
he plonks on the bed like a roast potato, turns over and just starts snorting. Every night.
I like to go to sleep when I go to bed.
Then come a little bit earlier so we can have a little cuddle.
Anyway, speaking of everyday's best, we are going to go out to our friends who've invited us around for a drink now. Should a cup or a drink? So I might have a cheeky prosecco or something.
I'll just stick with beer.
I'm not going to take the camera. I'm going to finish the vlog now.
You said you weren't going to take the camera when we went to Bridlington earlier, and then we were like, should have took the camera because a lot happened.
Because I'm finishing the vlog, and we're going to enjoy our time with some friends. So we hope you're enjoying our van build. We've not enjoyed it today, to be fair.
Been frustrating as crap.
It has been a lesson that it's a good job that it rained because we wouldn't have seen that leak.
It might be leaking now.
Well, we'll find out in the morning. Water can
Yeah,
get
but the wall boards aren't on.
The wallboards?
The wall boards.
Or wallboards?
What did you think I meant?
I thought it said wallboards.
The wall boards aren't on, which means if it's rained, it'll have gone down the cavity and into the wall, and you won't know.
Well, we'll have to bring it back up here and do the
Hose pipe test.
hose pipe test. Make sure you use a lot of silicone sealant. Make sure you really...
No, that's what you shouldn't use.
Well, what is it?
Everybody says don't use silicone sealant because it can dry in heat and crack all the time. So we've got some Builder's Merchant weatherproof sealant, the same colour as the van actually, like a silver grey, and we've used that today. It's we're supposed to be like a non-setting, and then the sandwich of the wood behind squeezes the seal and keeps it held in place. This stuff does both and sets as well. So we'll find out tomorrow when we go down there.
Yeah. Let us know if you're enjoying it.
Unless it rains, and then we're not.
Let us know if you're doing your own van conversion. We're going round to our friends now where Nick will bore us all for another 4 hours about van
She
life.
said she wants to see the van, but obviously she'll have to
tonight.
come down to the storage yard.
So thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop us a comment below. We'll see you on the next vlog.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh, I need to start packing in the next vlog.
Oh,
France.
for God's sake.
Bye.